Former President Donald Trump is about to have another rally. I know that's not particularly surprising, but he's going to be doing it in Manhattan. It's actually part of a trend where lately he's been planning these big rallies in places where he has no chance of winning, which is strange. But some people's problem with this particular rally at Madison Square Garden is less about that and more about the historic precedent that they think this is continuing. Because some people have recalled the fact that back in 1939, there was an American pro-Nazi rally at Madison Square Garden. It actually had, I think, 20,000 people there booing Roosevelt and cheering Heil Hitler, and there were protests in the streets, and it was chaos and all of that. It's an actual thing that happened. Most people forget that there was a significant contingent of people, not a majority by any means, that were pro-Nazi in America, but there were some, and they had rallies. And so some people are trying to draw a connection between those two events. I'm going to jump to graphic 4 where Democratic State Senator Brad Hoylman-Segal specifically referenced this on Twitter, saying it's the equivalent to the infamous Nazi rally. And I think look, some of the rhetoric might be the same, talking about, poisoned blood and stuff like that, and how some races have genes that make them murderers. There's definitely going to be some rhetorical overlap. And I think that some people showing up to the rally are going to be more fash curious than the average American. I don't think that jumping immediately to saying it's the same thing as the Nazi rally is necessarily helpful. But that said, everyone gets to choose for themselves what they tweet. Brett, what do you think?
Fool me twice, shame on me. Like if America falls for like Donald Trump Nazi propaganda, sorry. I mean, you can allow him to hold I think it's unfair to do the actual comparison of this rally to a Nazi rally, but there are definitely Nazi people who many, the central thrust of the white Americans are under attack line is very reminiscent, and his is a rhetoric about purity of the blood, very reminiscent of Nazi propaganda. I don't think it's a one-to-one comparison, but it's,
yeah, and look, making, I think, a nuanced argument about the links is much more difficult, takes more time, and will probably end up getting you in just as much trouble. So maybe it's a distinction without a difference, but I just think it's overly simplistic. Look, there's, again, definitely there is some overlap there. Donald Trump is very intentionally mining that old book of Hitler speeches he used to keep on his bedside table for some of his talking points. But just saying it's the exact same thing, it's just, I don't know if it's engagement. Again, I don't know the Democratic state senator. I don't know. The internet is just, it sucks. It just sucks. I think that we can talk more. Okay, tweets can be longer now than just 80 characters or whatever. You can put more details. Thanks for watching our video. Did you know that you can support our show by becoming a subscriber? Just click the subscribe button and also ring the bell so that you get notifications when we're live or when we post new content.